Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I will be upgrading my HID bulbs in my Lexus to LED. I will be using these Auxito D4S bulbs. Now Auxito actually did send these to me, but this video is not sponsored, so I can say literally whatever I want. So I'll be giving you my fully honest review. Alright, now it is nighttime and I'm just going to be showing you basically how the HIDs perform now. That way you can get a great idea of how it actually looks when I show you the after with the LEDs installed. So it's pretty hard to tell, but that HID is way more yellow and this one is more on the white side, and also this one is brighter. But now I'm just going to show you basically the throw distance. So there's the cutoff beam right there, or the cutoff line. As you can see, here's what the line looks like. You can see it go down right there, and it is not that yellow in real life, but it is very yellow. It's literally not white at all, and it is very dim. It looks about right there probably, if I had to say. And just so you can see how the HIDs perform, here are the low beams, and then here are the high beams. Low beams, high beams. All right, so now I'm just going to actually unbox these LEDs. Here's just the construction manual, and most importantly, they actually do include gloves. The reason this is important, and I'll go ahead and remove these, is because you do not actually want to touch the actual LED diode itself. So that yellow thing right there is the actual LED. If you touch that with your hands, you can get some oils on it, and that can really reduce the lifespan. As you can see, they're D4S. And Auxito also did send me these two T10 bulbs, and I will be upgrading the puddle light in my mirrors. They are currently halogen, so I'll be upgrading these to LED. And I'll also make sure to include some before and after videos of that as well. All right, so the first thing we're going to be doing is actually removing these two plastic pieces. So this one kind of surrounding the intake, and then this big piece here that goes all the way to the driver's side headlight. And yes, if you noticed, I do actually have a PVC pipe holding up my hood because my hood struts are literally shot. But to actually remove these two plastic pieces, you either want a flathead screwdriver like this or a little pry tool. I'm going to be using the screwdriver because these might be a little hard to get under. But basically all you do is you take the screwdriver, you kind of nudge it under there, and now you kind of just pull out on all sides. Just try not to break these, although if you do, you can get like 50 of these for like $10 on Amazon. All right, now I have gotten both of the plastic pieces off there, right there. I did definitely break some of my clips. You can see how bad they are. So I'm going to be showing you how to actually change the driver's side bulb because it's a little bit harder than the passenger side. And basically you can just replicate what I do on the driver's side headlight to the passenger side. Now it is a little bit different, but I'll explain how. So the first thing you're gonna do is take a 10mm ratchet and go ahead and take this washer reservoir out. All you have to do is take the bolt out and make sure you don't lose this here. So I'm just gonna go put this out of the way. And then you're simply just going to actually move this out of the way. You don't need to actually take it out. We just need the extra room because the ballast is right there. And now to get even easier access to it, behind the fender liner here, this is why I have my wheel turned. There are these two Phillips head screws here, and it kind of opens up a flap to get even easier access to change the bulb. So I'm just going to be taking both of these screws out and pulling out the flap. So now that the two screws are out, it kind of just comes out like this. It simply just slides out of here. There's the ballast right there. That's what we need access to. Now I'm at the headlight again, and I'm just going to take out this plug. So all you do is you grab this prong here and you push on it and pull at the same time. That was definitely harder than expected. So like I said, you have to get this prong here and push it toward this way. And then there's actually just a little lip on here, and I literally could not get it off. It was very tight on there. So I was squeezing that, and at the same time using a flathead screwdriver and pushing on this. And as you can see now, it comes right off. This is going to be very hard to show you, but I'm just going to put my camera in here. Hopefully you can see that thing that says lock. That is still connected to the ballast, and that is actually what powers the bulb. So you can see what direction that says to lock. So twist it the opposite way. All right, so now I'm in the same spot again where I was originally. And here, as you can see, the actual bulb. Now there are these two metal prongs that actually hold it in place, and you simply just have to undo those. There's two of them. All right, hopefully you can see now I took the metal prongs out. It's just this little clip here, and they kind of like cross each other almost. And when you squeeze them both at the same time, it kind of just falls down like that. And now the actual bulb can be twisted out and removed. Now I have the bulb. As you can see, I'm wearing the gloves they provided. That way I don't by accidentally touch anything I shouldn't. So you can either insert it here or at the top. All right, after a lot of pain and suffering, I actually finally did get them in there. I went ahead and did the passenger one too, and I'll explain the difference. There's no difference. The only difference is it's way easier to do because you don't actually have to really take any of this stuff off. You literally don't even need to get access to it through the fender liner. But yeah, you can't really tell. I do have it open and it is in there. You can kind of see it right there. So now the next step is a smart step. Instead of actually, putting everything back, I'm just going to go ahead and connect the ballast back to it. And the way you do that is it's even easier because of this here. Because it has the fan on the back of the LED, the actual ballast connector is not connected to the LED. It's a little wire instead. So all I'm going to do is reconnect the ballast here to that, and it's pretty simple. It just it slides in there, and you literally just turn it and it clicks. As you can see, I put it in there, and there's that little black piece right there, and you turn it this way and it clicks right in. And now I'm just going to be careful all this. I don't really want this touching anything, but I'm going to connect the actual plug back into this and turn my headlights on and see if it works. I'm going to turn my headlights on. Let's see if it works. Yep, you can tell it works. It is so much brighter than stock. Look at that. Look at that right there. That is insanely bright. Cannot wait to take this out later and actually test it. And now that you've tested it, like I said, here's the ballast. It is connected. I'm just going to shove this inside of the headlight. There is plenty of room. So just shove that back in there, make sure it fits, and then just twist the ballast back on. And after you've done that, you can plug it back in and you're done. Now I have them both turned on. I reconnected the ballast and plugged everything back in. They literally look so nice. It is so nice to have two bulbs that are the same color temperature, and I can tell they're very, very bright. So now all you have to do after you've reconnected the ballast, twisted it, connected the wire, I've done all of that. It all fits in there perfectly. You just kind of have to shove it under the light. The fan is pretty big. It does make it a little bit difficult, but after the fan is in there, shove it down below it and it all fits in perfectly. And now all you have to do is put the 10mm bolt back here, put this down in place, get those two screws, put that back in place on the fender liner, and then yeah, reconnect the plastic, shut your hood, and you're literally done. All right, everyone, now it is nighttime. As you can tell, I'm at the exact same place, which is Dillard's, and I'm in the exact same spot as I was when I was testing the HIDs. As you can see, my car is parked in the same spot like I just said. Hopefully you can tell, but it is so much brighter. Honestly, I probably do need to lower the actual projectors a little bit, or the bulbs. You can actually do that in basically any Lexus model once again, because they are a lot higher. When I installed them, I kind of moved it all up. Even though it does auto level, it still is a little bit higher. But even from here, if you look directly at it, the camera kind of makes it look like this, but if I lower it, I mean, it's not blinding you. You have to actually get so low for it to actually do that. And I know a lot of people will probably say if you put LED bulbs in a D4S projector, it doesn't work. The cutoff line isn't there, which as you can see, it is right there. The line is still perfectly straight. It's not super scattered. It literally looks just like it did with the HIDs. The only difference, which I'm not sure if this is because of the LEDs or not, is where the actual beam first projects on the ground is really scattered. I don't know if that's because one of my headlights is higher than the other. And yeah, let me show you the actual high beams now. So once again, same spot, high beams, low beams, high beams, low beams. And really my favorite thing about it now is just that they're actually a very nice white. The camera might make it look a little bit blue, but they are a perfect white, even whiter than the HIDs were, which as you saw, they were pretty yellow, especially the passenger side. It was extremely yellow. So yeah, as you can see, the LEDs definitely perform really well in the D4S HID projectors, and Auxito does not obviously only sell D4S, they sell basically every bulb type you can think of in LED. They don't even just sell LEDs, they sell floor mats, they sell so many other accessories for your car that you probably can't even think of. So definitely go to them if you need anything for your car, specifically LEDs. As you can see, they work great in my Lexus here, and obviously their LEDs literally work in every single brand. I just wanted to show you my Lexus because that is what I drive. And if you do want to actually buy these LEDs for your Lexus or any other brand that you might have, please consider using my link in the description. It does help me out. I do get a small kickback if you do use that. Plus, use my code, which will also be in the description, and that will let you get these exact headlights for under $100. Now, compared to good quality HIDs, they range anywhere from $150 to $200 plus, and they burn out every few years. These LEDs have a super long lifespan, and if you really think about it, no wonder every single car manufacturer has LEDs in their car now, because it's just a new, better technology. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn the notifications on. Basically what this channel is about is me making videos about my specific car here, and also DIY type of videos, which is what this video is. Eventually I will get other cars in the channel, but right now I simply just can't afford them. But yeah, if you stay until the end, you're a real one, and I appreciate you watching.